When you question, when you think deeply into things, when you see connections and interconnections between seemingly unrelated things, when you see things that are more than just a coincidence, when you notice patterns, when you can't help but notice similarities between things, and you form your own conclusive but inconclusive question. Like, for example, gee, I noticed that a lot of autistic people have smooth skin, are hypermobile, have weak hypotonia, and all these other things. We seem to have a different way that we age. Do we have a different aging process? There's so many of us that seem to have a similar pattern. Do we have a different body type entirely? And we're just, for that reason, affected by the chemicals and the stuff in the environment and in the food in a different way. In a way that kind of stands out as autism as a disease, when really it's just a type, like a genetic type, or divergence, minority type, But this isn't me saying, oh yes, this is for sure, I know this. This is me saying, I can't help but notice these. And when you can't help but notice, and when you can't help but say at least some of it, and when you can't bite your tongue, then they say it's all in your head. That's their defense. It's all in your head. It's so all in your head that the new DSM itself came up with the somatoform series. That's what I like to call it. And what that means is various levels and tiers of something that they like to call somatoform disorder. It means that you experience and feel things that aren't actually occurring. And apparently there's an epidemic of people with somatoform disorder. Right. So there must be something in the water. I don't know what. What could it be? I've been through the ringer. I've been accused of everything. It's been implied for my entire life that I'm a liar because I'm such an open book in my expressions because of my autism. That a combination of sort of a little bit melodramatic and also flat, and the way that I am and everything is kind of burner at the stake-esque worthy. And so I've been accused of a lot. I've been abused. I've had the brunt of it. I have to say that I still believe in me, and I still stand in my own truth of what I know, I feel. And you know what? I don't know. I don't know it all. Of course I don't know it all. I'm not a know-it-all. I'm an I don't know it all, if anything. I just question. I compulsively question, and I search, and I truth seek. I'm just a truth seeker. I can't help it when I see humankind abusing, when I see humankind behaving in the ways that they do. It's not just about me. It's not just about what I'm going through. It's about what so many are going through. What I'm going through is what so many are going through. I'm going through a fair share of what many others are enduring right now at this time. I refuse to be a victim. I refuse to be a victim. And because I refuse to be a victim, I get called a liar. And what's really funny is that it's done in a really dumb way because it suggests that I'm trying to be a victim. Yet if you have half a brain, you can observe what I'm doing and see that I'm not trying to be a victim. And I wrote about that in my mini book, So What's a Disability Supposed to Look Like Anyway? Society seems to have it backwards when people actually want a solution and want to be empowered and to share about their health issues or, form consensus and community. That's then treated like there's something wrong with that, but there's not something wrong with just sitting back and allowing the disempowerment to happen and allowing the bubble packs of RX to happen and, throwing your life away just for the sake of because it's easier or because you're afraid that there is no other way. But you know what? There is another way. There's a better way. There's a better way than that. And they don't want you to know. And because I know that there is a better way, they don't want me to be real. So they try and tell me I'm not. But I know I'm real. And I know who I am. And I stand in my truth. And no, it's not all in my head.